doing a bit of Spider-Man gameplay, and also a bit of my review on Endgame. I saw it on the 26th, so the day after it came out. I've been waiting quite a long time to do this. I saw it almost a week ago now. I still haven't done a review on it. Right,
Not getting much coverage. I should look for more towers to activate.
So, what I think of it, I think it was amazing. I think that it was just flat out brilliant. It is just, there is not one thing that I could say bad about it. I don't really think. No. It was just all round, just a brilliant movie, and I just think that it's just amazing what they did with the characters and how they were after the events of Endgame, and I think it was just a brilliant movie. And so I'm going to give you a summary of what happened, and obviously watch out, there will be spoilers. So what happened was that at the start of the film you see Tony Stark in, I can't remember her name, I think it's begins with an N. You see it with her, like the blue girl from Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't watch Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't really rate Guardians of the Galaxy. And I'll probably get loads of people like, oh, Guardians of the Galaxy is so good. But I don't think it's good. I don't really like Guardians of the Galaxy. It's not my type of thing. So what happens is, you see him in his spaceship, or whatever her name is, and they're about to basically die. And out of nowhere, Captain Marvel comes and helps them and brings them back to Earth. And what happens is, like that. I thought it was like I don't know what I'm saying. Well, basically they were brought back down to Earth, and Tony Stark just walked away and like didn't really want anything to do with it anymore. And then it's 5 years late into the future, the next part you see, and what happens is that Tony Stark is on his own. He's quiet, he's in the woods, but what happened with Ant-Man, it was trapped in a time paradox, I think, which in reality was about like 5 days, but it lasted like 5 years, or like, no, I think it was like 5 hours, sorry, but in real life it was like, felt like 5 years. He came back and he like told him about like he was stuck and of his plans on like time travel, and they came to Tony Stark. Tony Stark now has a daughter, and I think her name's like Morgan or something, something like that, and she he just wants to settle down and just be a dad and not be Iron Man anymore. He just doesn't really want to. But then they try and convince him, like Captain America, Bruce Banner, and is it Black Widow, Bruce Banner, and
Shut my comment off, I should have come.
what's that?
You piece of f***. It says there's no comments, but still, there it is. Have you blocked me?
Anyway, sorry for that. What happened was, well, basically Bruce Banner managed to figure out that he could have the brains of Bruce Banner and the strength of Hulk, so he's a mix between them, and it's really funny to see. Oh, also Thor's there as well, and oh no, Thor's not there yet, sorry, and they try and convince him. Then Tony Stark sees a picture of Spider-Man and is like, oh, maybe I should do this. And then out of nowhere he just was just there in his room, and he just figured out how to do time travel. And he managed to figure it out, and then said, yeah, he'll do it. Then, who was it? And who went to get Thor? I think it was Hulk. I can't really remember. I think Hulk went to get Thor. Thor was fat. And oh wait, I have one bad thing to say about the movie. Sorry, is this scene with Thor. They were playing Fortnite, and the only problem I have with that is that Fortnite is always going to be associated with like the last Avengers movie, and I'm like, no, I hate Fortnite. So yeah, that was the only bad bit about it. And then what happened was Thor and Iron Man decided, yeah, we'll do it. And oh yeah, Hawkeye was there as well. And then they decided to go to different points in time to get it. But sorry, before the 5 years later, Iron Man did do one last thing. No, he didn't. Captain Marvel before. I see this is a bit of a mess now. I'll have to run you through it. Captain Marvel just went to kill Thanos, and she managed to catch him off guard, and then Thor chopped his head off, and it appears that Thanos destroyed all the Infinity Stones. So yeah, Thanos was died in like around the 10 minute mark. Anyway, back to where we were. So they went back tried to go back at points in time where they could easily get the Infinity Stones and bring them back to the present to like bring everyone back. And what happens is it goes all good, and then sadly Tony Stark, I think he's with Ant-Man, and he manages to like, what does he gives his path itself some sort of like siege thing, and he managed to distract him. So who got the Tesseract? Oh, Captain America got the Tesseract. And what happened was Hulk was upset about being on the stairs, like the Hulk in the past got upset about being on the stairs, and so he just burst through the door and knocked the Tesseract out. Then Loki managed to use it to get away, and he was a bit annoyed. And then they managed to retrieve it, the Tesseract, and then on a different timeline, it's Hawkeye and Black Widow are on planet, I can't remember what it's called, what Red Skull does, so to get the Soul Stone. Then one of them has to be sacrificed, obviously. So Hawkeye thought, oh, I might as well sacrifice myself, save my family. Black Widow's like, no, I should do it. And then he's like, okay, you can do it. And he's like, he tricks her. So he manages to push her away and tries to make her run for it. She grabs his leg, and then they just go tumbling over. Hawkeye manages to get a winch onto the cliff where he wants to fall off. And then Black Widow just said, oh, let me go. He was hot. And then she let go of him, so Black Widow died in the movie as well. And then on the other planet, I can't remember, the blue girl, I can't remember her name for the life of me. And what's his name? The War Machine. I think it's War Machine. I've really got to the Iron Man. Or on a planet. What did they try and get? What Sodom? I heard about that they were trying to get the stones. And this is the past Thanos in that time. Because Thanos is dead in the present time. So he manages to figure out the right time travel. With the little thing that they had, I can't remember what it was, to get there to time travel. They managed to get that, and Hulk also manages to persuade the woman from Doctor Strange to give him one.
Backup requested.
And
Officers needed in Gramercy. Please copy.
Get all the other stones in some sort of way. I can't remember. Like half of the like soul, the Infinity Stone to grab this. And then they managed to make an Infinity Ball out of all the stones. They managed to get it. And Thor was like, I'm the strongest Avenger, so I should do it. And then it was like, no, Hulk should do it. So Hulk managed to get the Infinity Ball. He snapped his fingers. Everyone was brought back. Well, it seemed to be everyone was brought back. Because all the birds were there, they were all tweeting, and they were like, oh, so it could be all back to normal. Because before it was just a wasteland. And it's like, oh, everyone's back. And then Thanos from the future, from the past, sorry, because Thanos is dead. Thanos from the past comes and tries to take the Infinity Gauntlet from him. So he literally just bombs up and like just destroys their land. So it just looks like just a battleground. Their bases just looks like a battleground.
Narcotics in progress.
And
Converge on Grand Central. Over.
They managed to just like try and kill Thanos. It didn't. It wasn't working. Nothing was working, and it was just. It was like getting harder for them because Thanos was just too
Gotta remember
powerful.
to scope that fist construction site for Yuri.
Captain America spots that like a little portal's opening, and he sees Black Panther, and like that, and Black Panther come through, and then they see Doctor Strange, and all the others, the Spider-Man swings, and you see all the Guardians of the Galaxy, they're back and all. It's really good. Like, it's really cool scene, like, it's so epic. It's unbelievable. There's just like no way to describe how epic that scene is. And yeah. And then what happens is they have a massive fight, and like Black Panther's going like, Wakanda forever. And then like it's so cool. Like everyone's lined up, everyone in the MCU except for like Wolverine, like the X-Men, Deadpool. And I don't know where Deadpool is. Deadpool should have been in it. He should have made like at least a little cameo or something in it.
I'm flying pretty close to flying.
Yeah, it was so cool.
Oh, look for towers
and
to
then
activate.
Captain America's like, Avengers assemble. And then they're all fighting and that. Thor, he's fat in the movie, but like he managed to do something to make him skinny. And he manages to do. I'm keep saying he manages a lot. And then what happens is they're all fighting and that, and then Thor is pinned down. He's literally like on the brink of being stabbed by Thanos. He's pinned down. He tries to grab his I can't remember what it's called. His new shield. No, not shield. Jesus Christ. His new hammer. And what's it called? Stormbreaker. He tries to get his Stormbreaker, and and Thanos just gets it away. Then we see his original hammer, but he managed to snatch from where he was with Rocket Raccoon, in his past to get like a stone, and you see it levitating, and we're like, oh my god, like what's happening here? Like his arms aren't up like that to grab it, and we're like, what's happening? And we see it whip back on, it goes right, it hits Thanos, takes him off Thor, and then we see it land in the hands of Captain America. So Captain America is worthy enough to grab it and like pick it up after all. And then Thanos is like, oh, I've got all, he managed to grab the Infinity Gauntlet, and they were all playing like hot potato in it and that, and yeah, he managed to get a hold of it, and we're like, oh no. And he was like, I am inevitable. And then it's really funny because he's like, and then he turns around, there's no stones on it, There's no stones. Somehow, Tony Stark manages to get them, because what happened was Captain Marvel swooped down and tried to like kill Thanos, but he just discarded her. Just like whack, gets out the way. So it's like, oh, Captain Marvel could beat Thanos, and he's just like, no.
Location is
And
only a mile. Over.
then what happens is Tony Stark is like, I am Iron Man, and he just goes because he got an Infinity Gauntlet of his own, and he snaps his fingers, and then like he dusts Thanos and his army and that. But then we see like Tony Stark is on like the brink of like death. He's just like, he's so like, everything's just drained. He's like, he just looks terrible, and like he's been burning out from where the Infinity Gauntlet gave him so much power. And then we see Tony Stark die. He dies in it, guys. And we're like, oh my god, how? Like, how could? Why? Why is this Iron Man die? And we're like, the whole place was just awe. And it was like, oh my god, like Tony Stark's dead. Like, how can this be a thing? And Tony Stark sadly did die. Yeah, it was just like shocking. You know what, guys? I need to redo this. I cannot do this on. It was terrible. I need to. Sorry. Yeah.